that. Good.
All right, guys, tried to do a couple pull videos last night. Finally do a full, you know, third, fourth, a good full pull, maybe even a second if we could get traction last night. And when we went to do a pull, lost power all of a sudden. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. I look down, temperature's rising like crazy. So coasted it over, pulled it over, popped the hood. Well, turns out I blew a belt. Belt probably has, I don't know, maybe 100 miles on it, dyno stuff, and then, you know, just a little bit of driving here and there. So what it ended up doing, we kind of looked to see what the hell was going on. And what it was this bolt, which holds that tensioner pulley right there. It somehow had been wearing and wearing down and getting bent, I guess. Part of this kit was a used kit that I picked up online. It was originally an East Coast Superchargers kit, and I swapped some stuff around on it. But what happened is this bolt ended up getting bent. It's hard to tell in the video. Well, what it does is it lets that pulley, the tensioner pulley, wobble a little bit, and when it does, it let the belt go off of the track, because if that thing isn't straight down there, if that's tilted to the side, it's going to run the belt one side or the other off of there. So what it did was it just toasted that belt last night. So I got a belt coming from O'Reilly, just another one of the green belt. It's not too hard to swap this thing. With this direct drive setup from A&A, the other two belts are over here. It's kind of hard to see running in the other application. So all I need to do is do the tensioner down there and then hook it up around the belt or around the pulley, and then I'll be set. So as soon as that belt gets here, I'm gonna throw that on. I'm planning on going out tonight again, make a couple full pulls. I'll do some in-car video and some out-car so you guys can see how it moves. Anyways, guys, tried to get you guys a couple pulls last night, but I already got this thing replaced, done deal. We'll get this thing put back together as soon as I get that belt, and plan on going out tonight and have some fun. So, yeah. Guys, O'Reilly just called. They said the belt is in now for the supercharger, so I'm on my way down to get that. Like I said, it didn't take too long to get here. Those guys had to hear called them this morning by 1 o'clock. They had it. So heading down there, get that. I'll head back, throw that belt on, fire it up, make sure it's running good, and try to get out tonight as long as it doesn't rain. It looks like it might, but we'll see. I'll get out, do some pulls, put it on video for you. You guys can post, comment, whatever you feel like. See if you can guess what the horsepower is. I'm still going to do a review of the ESS supercharger compared to the Novi 1500. I'll show you what kind of gains I got from that thing, and no bashing whatsoever on that Novi 1500. That supercharger is legit. The range of power that it puts down, you know, 500 to 850 horse. There's cars out there running that with that thing. Now, I did burn mine up, overspinning it a little bit. It's not designed to go over 52,000 for very much, and I did. Of course, I spun it up quite a bit, but it was fun while it lasted. Anyways, that the ESS one, the housing and everything is about the same size. The gear size of it, the gear set, is 40-to-1 gear ratio. Smaller, more compact, and it spins up. You can spin it at 70,000 RPM continuous, peak of 75,000 here and there. It's got the ceramic bearings, like I said, and a much better impeller. No offense to the Novi, it's a great supercharger for the price, but it's not on the same level as that ESS one. Be on the lookout for products. Those guys do a lot of good stuff for BMWs. They sell a lot of Vortec kits overseas. It's legit. It's a top-notch product, and it seriously puts down some good power. So I'll post up a review of that here shortly. Big shout out. I want to thank Dallas, my buddy Dallas, who was out with me in the car. But him and his son, he was out with me, and his son bring his trailer. He's got a car hauler trailer he brings out to all the events. He brings his cars out. He's always the first one to offer when you need help. He'll bring the trailer, bring the truck. He'll loan you his trailer as long as you don't break that stuff. You gotta take care of his shit. Anytime you borrow anything, you take care of people's shit. Anyways, he's always the first one to help out, loan you that trailer, make sure that you can get home when you need to. So they came out. He was with me, but his son came out, hauled my car home, helped me unload it, pushed it into the garage with me. So shout out to Dallas. You and Matt, appreciate that a ton, guys. And I'm sure it won't be the last time we're hauling somebody's car home from breaking. But anyways, on my way to O'Reilly. I keep wanting to call it Checker. It just sounds better that way. Gonna grab that belt, head home, put it on, and see how it goes. Mental note, make sure I order spare belts. This exact belt, it's a decent belt. $78, so 83 bucks or something like that here at Checker, O'Reilly. And Rock Auto is like 35 bucks. So plus shipping, you're looking about 43 bucks on Rock Auto. So also, like I said, the next belt is going to be that RPM one, which is a little bit more. I think it's like 55, 60 bucks online. Usually you can find it shipped. That's the next step up from this one. I don't know if many people even know that the RPM is out there, but it's still Gates. And if you read the specs on it and what it's built for, it's specifically designed for superchargers. So I don't know if it's going to be gripping better, if it's just stronger, what the exact composition is of it, but it's worth it to me to not be stranded or actually have better grip on the pulley. So anyways, on the way home right now, gotta go get that thing installed and make sure she's all good. Go. I'm gonna get this belt put on. Most pain in the ass part of this whole process is pulling the tensioner. You can see it down there, that tensioner. It's not hard to do, but it's hard to do without taking this intake off. You can't really get, you can reach down there and get some good pressure on it, but it's easier if you use a big ass bar, pull on that thing and get the tension on it while you're doing it. But I'm gonna see if I can reach in there, get between the supercharger and that, and get some tension on that thing.
tonight. My lady was feeling nice. It's been a long time since I've been out to Mexico, so we're heading out there right now. It's a little bit of a drive, unfortunately, from where I live. So fueled up, tires are right, coolant level's good, everything should be good, man. So we're gonna go out there. I'll get some video. We'll see what we can find out there for play over in Mexico. Guys, nothing officially lined up yet, but I'm hoping there's another supercharged C6, well, a boosted. Hopefully there'll be some cars out there. It's a long way to Mexico. Even though we're in Arizona, it's still a long ways. Get down to the border, get across, you know, it takes a little time. But hopefully, God, I'm so stoked. It's been so long since I've been out. It's been 3 months since I've been out to any meets, gone to Mexico or anything. Super jonesing. Got a couple cars that keep trying to play with me down the freeway here, but we'll see what they want to do. Holy shit. Alright, 58, 59 degrees right now, and some serious boost weather. I just saw probably the most boost I've seen on the street right now since I've had it back. Hopefully we get some people to line up over here, almost to Mexico. It's been a long drive. It's like a 4-hour drive to Mexico. So anyways, almost there, guys. Let's see what we can drum up. Guys, was a successful night in Mexico. On the way back, had some good runs with the 750 horsepower Vent from another shop here locally. Great dude, had a good time. But at least I got to get a good feeling of where my car's at, how it's doing. It ran great. It is freaking crushing the ethanol though, man. It is killing it. But on my way home, car did good. Really low on liberal tiers right now. I had to stop by a different pump and put some the 54% stuff in. Usually I'm running the good shit up around like 85. Guys, was a very successful night of testing last night in Mexico. Long drive to get there, but worth it. After breaking the belt a couple nights ago, I wanted to make sure the car was sound. Had to put some more coolant in it because it had gotten hot when that belt broke. With the direct drive setup, the two belts are running all the accessories except for the water pump and the pulley for the supercharger. So when that supercharger belt went, it doesn't run the water pump. So the car got up to about 250, right around there. Didn't like it, obviously. Spit a little coolant out the overflow, but didn't hurt anything, obviously. He has a lot of fail-safes programmed into the tune, so don't really have to worry about the car that much. Plus, I try to keep an eye on the gauges really good, and I can see in the video that as soon as I saw that temp go up, I threw a neutral, coasted it. So had to make sure the car was all dialed in last night, and it gets down. The couple runs I did, I started in third at around 3,800 or so RPMs, right from like 55, 60, maybe more like 50, because then I don't have to worry about slamming second to third and spinning, because it's cold. Tires weren't burned out. I didn't heat them up. Just went out and played. So it gets down. I mean, there's no joke. It gets down. It did. We had a Dragy, a friend of mine did. So we went out and did a poll to see what a 60 to 130 was. And mind you, I'm still not banging third to fourth or any of the gears. It's still stock transmission, so I don't want to blow that thing up yet. Just getting the car finished up, you know. So with the Dragy app, I guess you can look and see, and there's a lot of cars that have their 60 to 130 times. But we got 5.15 60 to 130. I didn't really realize what that meant until I started looking online and seeing what all these other cars are doing. You know, twin turbo Gallardos and all these fancy cars and what they're doing for their 60 to 130. So I guess that's a pretty respectable time, the 515. And I'm pretty sure, I'm positive, if I would have banged 3.4, flat foot, no lift, however you want to call it, power shifting, I think we could have got that thing into the fours. It gets down. And I just realized, looking through some of my data and some of the video, I'm still getting used to the car and everything, but I just realized I'm starting the rolls 50 to 60 in between there in third, and I'm only at like 3,500 RPMs. So it's an advantage of not hitting super hard and spinning or breaking loose, but I'm losing, you know, 1,000 RPMs before I get into, I won't say I'm losing, but to get into some good boost, I need to be up around 4,500, 5,000, and really get into some power. So I'm gonna have to start practicing getting, you know, starting in second. I forget, you know, these longer gears we put back in, they drop the RPM down a ton. I got a lot of gear to work with, so I need to get back into second. I need to make sure I check the tire pressures better. I just go out there and ran. I didn't check. I should have, so that's my fault. But I'm gonna get out there and I'm going to drop tire pressure down to about 16 cold, do a burnout, try to get the pressure up to 18 or so, and try to start running in second. Start out. I know I'm gonna have to make an extra shift. It's no big deal, but I'm gonna have a lot more power off the hit. So I'm just gonna have to practice and test, see how it goes. So anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. I got, I don't know, like 20 subscribers in a couple days, so I really appreciate that. I'm gonna keep putting more content out as much as I can with the time I have. I should have more time coming up soon, but appreciate it. Like, subscribe if you can, tell your friends, tell your family, whatever. But I appreciate it, and I'll keep working on putting more content in for you guys. Take care.